All right, good evening and thanks for joining our live election coverage streaming right now on KXLY Plus. Election results just started to come in across the Inland Northwest. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. We have crews around the area tonight. Lisa Brown is making a statement right now at a podium. We want to go to that live.
Some more votes to count, but I just want to say that it really does look good, and it means that many people are supporting the vision and rejecting the false attacks. We have some big challenges ahead of us, but I believe we can take them on together. I believe we can have a compassionate and effective response to the unhoused people in our city. I believe we can climb out of the budget hole we're in and make investments that benefit all neighborhoods in public safety response, in public services, and in infrastructure. The results tonight mean, as I said, that most voters have rejected the false attacks, and I believe that most people in Spokane are calling on us to reach out across the significant divides in our country and in our city, build bridges, and work together. I am hopeful that we will have a city administration that will be direct and transparent in its communication with the public and with the city council. That new city council. Whoa. We want a city that will be a good partner with nonprofits and the private sector and other local governments, and will take full advantage of state and federal resources and create education and opportunities and good jobs. We want a city that will live up to the motto of "In Spokane, we all belong," bringing diverse voices into the decision-making process from all corners of the city and from historically underrepresented and marginalized communities. I have a lot of thank yous. I'll keep it really quick. You know who you are. We had amazing volunteers that did that direct contact with voters starting last spring. Thank you so much to my family and friends, especially my husband, Brian McClatchy. To all our supporters in the county and state Democrats, thank you so much. And to organized labor, who really showed up and had my back and worked on voter contact. And finally, I want to very sincerely ask everyone tonight to also join me in thanking Mayor Nadine Woodward, her family, for her public service, all the candidates who put themselves out there to serve the public. Please join me in thanking them. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Thank you.
It is a loud crowd there tonight celebrating Lisa Brown, and what we are seeing in these early return numbers, that Brown is leading Nadine Woodward right now by about 1,600 votes. We are looking at 52% to 48% at this hour.
Should mention also that was Betsy Wilkerson taking the stage. She was running for city council president against Kim Cleese. She is also leading in her race right now.
And we have journalists at both candidates' parties tonight gathering reaction as the results come in. I'll send it out to Marissa Rio now, live with the Woodward camp at Barrister Winery, Spokane.
3 weeks to certify the vote.
Yes, I'm here at the Woodward campaign at Barrister's Winery. They have the votes listed up over here, and now an official just spoke right now and said that the vote is just too close to call right now and that they're still hopeful. She said tens of thousands of ballots are left to count, so they still have hope. Thousands of voices still have not been heard. A woman was yelling just a few minutes ago, but it's quite loud in here. Woodward just walked in. She does a little bit discouraged, but there is still hope.
That is here tonight was brought by Rick himself.
Marissa Rio live for us tonight. Marissa, we will check back in with you shortly. And of course, Nadine Woodward has been our mayor in Spokane for since 2019, and we now know that this may be a big change, a big shift.
You know, interestingly, historically, really tough for a mayor to be reelected in the city of Spokane. David Condon did it, but before that, it was like 30, 40 years before a mayor had succeeded in being reelected as mayor. So these are not official results. Obviously, this is the first round of numbers, but right now, again, it's showing Lisa Brown with about a 4-point lead, really more like a 3.5-point lead. We're just rounding that number there over Nadine Woodward in the race for Spokane mayor.
And this is going to be a long night. I know that they are talking as we heard from Marissa Rio, they're talking about specific numbers of voters and, you know, thousands of votes left to be counted. But we are going to probably only see 1 or 2 updates throughout the night here in Washington State. It doesn't happen very often that you see the updates throughout. Now, it's not just candidate races that we're following tonight. There are huge issues on the ballot in several local counties that are going to shape the future. In Spokane, citizens put forth an initiative that would make it illegal to camp within 1,000 feet of a playground, school, or park. You have heard about this homeless encampment issue throughout the last year, really. It's an issue so controversial that a state appeals court judge could rule that it's not even legal before it is even enforced. And in Spokane County, voters faced a huge decision. Is it worth an extra sales tax to pay for public safety measures, including major renovations at the Spokane County Jail?
All right, so let's take a look at the results of both of those right now. This is City of Spokane, Proposition 1, which Kirsten was just talking about, the encampment issue. That's winning by a wide margin. Clearly, people in the city of Spokane want this issue to be taken care of. 75% of you right now saying yes, only 25% saying no. And that public safety sales tax measure, Spokane County Measure 1, is failing right now by a wide margin as well. Only 37% of people in Spokane County saying yes to the 0.2% sales tax increase to build a new jail downtown and fund other public safety measures. Nearly 63% of you so far voting no. Now, results are just coming in, of course, across Washington and Idaho. We want to make it easy for you to find the races you care about. So we created this QR code that sends you directly to our election results page. Here's a closer look so you can give it a try. You all know how these work right now. Just pick up your phone, point your camera right at that QR code. It'll open the page on KXLY.com where we're updating results in real time as we get them. Idaho results will come in a little more slowly throughout the evening. So if you don't see the races you care about now, refresh and check back. We're going to go right to Nadine Woodward right now on the podium at Barrister Winery downtown.
It's worth it for the city I love, for all of you, for the future of our city, for the future of our children and our grandchildren. So I anticipated that we would not know tonight the outcome of the race for mayor. We knew all along this was going to be extremely tight, within 1-2 percentage points. So we've got a lot of ballots out there that are still uncounted. We're about 1,600 apart. We've got about 20,000 ballots still to be counted. And I believe we're going to make up those ballots. And I will be your next mayor. But let me just take a moment to thank all the incredible people who got us to where we are today. My staff, my campaign staff, Jeff, where's Jeff? Emily Strode, Tom MacArthur, all the volunteers who doorbelled, rain or shine, who phone banked, who sign waved, delivered signs. I could not do that. We engage people who have never been involved in local elections before. Newbies to our city, people that came from other states because they wanted to be here for the quality of life that we have, for the cost of living that we all get to experience and enjoy. And I said, you know what? You moved here from California, you're not going to vote the same way, are you? Mm-mm. They want to preserve what they came here for. And that's what this election is about, is preserving what we love most about our city and preserving the quality of life that we want for the future. My opponent, there's been a huge contrast in her idea for what she wants for our city and what I want for the city. This isn't over yet. We're going to continue day by day to see how those ballots come out, and we're going to get count updates at the end of every day, and I believe we're going to squeak this one out. So keep the faith. Thank you for your prayers. I just want to thank all the prayer warriors in our city who have been praying for me, for all of the other candidates, and let me just thank you for the prayers for my mom. I had to walk away from the campaign last week. Wasn't the best timing. Life never has great timing. But I knew I had to be there for my mom. And I knew God would take care of the rest. And He will. He's going to take care of us. So thank you all. I am encouraged. I am not giving up. We're going to fight till the end. Till the very, very end. You know, I tell people all the time, my first term in office, my gosh, what we were able to navigate through a global health pandemic, a summer of riots, a summer of protests, our first riot, defund the police, unprecedented workforce shortages, a housing crisis, Camp Hope. We got on the other side of that. And I tell people, I'm running again because I got a lot of fight left in me. And I'm fighting for all of you. So thank you. I'm going to applaud all of you.
Nadine Woodward giving her comments tonight as we continue to see results coming in on the mayoral race here in Spokane. We are also watching big races in North Idaho tonight with city council races on the ballot in Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls. Those results are typically a little slower to come in, especially with the actual polls that are in Idaho. So we'll be updating those races online on KXLY.com as the night continues. Stick with us digitally. We are also watching to see if Kootenai County voters approve an open space bond. So how much people pay depends on the value of the property that they own. People with a $480,000 home, for example, would pay about $28.50 per year. The money pays for a $50 million bond for the county to buy open space properties and pay for recreational amenities. Again, we will be updating those results on the issue as soon as they start coming in.
All right, excuse me, back to the big race of the night now, the mayor's race, where challenger Lisa Brown is leading incumbent Mayor Nadine Woodward. She left her job as the state's commerce director to run for mayor of Spokane.
And it's not the first time that she has run for a major office. She ran against Kathy McMorris Rogers in 2018, and though she lost, it was a Democrat's best showing in decades. Peter Choi is at the Lisa Brown party tonight for us. So Peter, we are expecting to hear again from Lisa. We see her on the stage, and we saw Betsy Wilkerson joining her just minutes ago. So how's the feeling in the room tonight?
You know, I think this crowd already tells you what's going on right now. It's a lot of cheering, excitement as the result comes in around, I think, 8:15 or so. Lisa Brown actually took the stage, like you saw, and she was talking about her priority, which is the homelessness issue here and the public safety, and then, of course, the better jobs, better opportunity for people in Spokane. And I talked to some of the supporters here as well, and they say they were very excited, but at the same time, very nervous. And I think this is what's going on right now. And of course, there's so many ballots to be still counted. And of course, we'll keep you updated here and online as well. Back to you guys.
Peter, thank you very much. Here, we're going to give you that QR code one more time as we continue to update results from across Washington and Idaho. We are back there fiercely putting in numbers right now as we speak. Just point your camera there at your screen and it will take you to our election results page, and you will see the numbers updating throughout the night and throughout the week. One-stop shopping for election results and analysis all evening here on KXLY.com, and of course streaming live here on KXLY+.
And Derek, I know we talked a little bit about Proposition 1. Measure 1 is another very hot topic on the ballot. We're watching that come in. It does not appear that that is going to pass at this hour. So we have all of those results live for you as they're starting to, populate on our website, KXLY.com, and we will continue to post them here throughout the evening as well. We're really just getting started with our election coverage on 4 News Now and streaming on KXLY+.
All right, we'll be watching for any speeches by any candidates and, of course, gathering reaction from all these big races. So just keep your phone handy. Make sure you're signed up for notifications from the 4 News Now app. You'll get an alert for the next live stream and any other live updates from us throughout election night.
And we'll put it all together for you on 4 News Now Nightside as well. So stay up with us. 11 p.m. You're watching election night coverage for the people on KXLY+.